Good morning. DeWayne Crumley, pastor of Friendship Baptist Church in Killen, Alabama. Well, it's a cold Tuesday morning in Alabama. It's the day after the election of the President of the United States. And I watched the inaugural, pretty much all of it yesterday, and it was amazing to me how many people wanted to be there. People like to get close to people of power. We like to name drop. We like to be close to people who can help us do this or help us do that. And I got to thinking about that. If you are a believer, you have access to the throne room of God. He is King of Kings and Lord of Lords. We are children of God if we're believers, if we've been born again and covered in the blood. So what would happen in your life if right now you decided that you were going to do everything in your power to get closer to God? What would happen if your prayer life changed? What would happen if you quit praying silly prayers and got real with God? Prayers like, God, I want more of you and less of me. Prayers like, God, help me be a greater influence on my family and my friends and the people I come in contact with. God, help me walk above the storms. What about saying, God, I know I'm human and I know I'm living this life right now and I know I'm going to have problems. But Lord, I want you to help me walk above those problems so I can be a greater influence to others in this life. What if you started praying like that today? What if you decided that you're tired of living your life like you are? Going through the same thing over and over, the highs and the lows, the problems and the joy. What would happen if you were like Paul, saying, I press toward the mark of the high calling? I die daily. That's what Paul said. What does that mean? It means that the things of this world are not going to affect me. And I have found that the more I pray, the more the cares of this world just kind of fade away. You know why? Because I'm focused on the real thing. Not focused on temporal things. I'm focused on eternity. So what if you decided today, God, I want more of you and less of me. God, I want to walk with you so close that wherever I go, people can see that I'm a believer. Have you tried that? You know, they said yesterday, well, the country's got a new start. And I'm thankful. I'm thankful that we do have a new start. So what about you today? How about a new start? You may have been a Christian for many years, but you've never tried this. You've never been told this. You never thought about this. So how about saying today is the day that I determine that I'm going to get closer to God? Joshua said, as for me and my house, we're going to serve God. How about you doing that? And it may just be you. You may say, hey, it's me, God, but I'm going to follow you. And I tell you what you need to do. Put God to the test. God said, try me. Try me. So why don't you challenge God? God, you said you promised peace in John 14. You promised that you'd stick closer to me than a brother. God, I don't feel that way. God, why? And I can promise you this, it's not God's fault. It's our fault. We moved away. The prodigal son was away from the father, not because the father wanted him to, but because the son wanted him to. But the minute the son come back, the father took him. The son didn't have anything to worry about then. Why? Because the father was in charge. So what if today is the day that you say, I want more of God and less of me? I'd love to hear your thoughts on this. I'd love to see how God's working in your life. Love to have you come visit us at Friendship Baptist Church in Center Star, Alabama. Right down on the highway, right on the 4-lane. You can't miss us. I promise you, we're not like any church you've ever been to. Come try us. Thanks for listening.